So something's not quite right with the engine. We've just been going along the road quite steady for a while, and we seem to just not have any.
Hey everyone, we are Phil, Alex, Otis and Asa, and welcome to our Vanlife adventures. Join us weekly as we explore the world in our self-converted motorhome. We'll be sure to share with you all the trials, tribulations, joys and adventures we experience along the way. Everyone says to do it whilst the kids are young, so we are.
So hopefully with the help of the people on the campsite we have solved our engine issues. I plugged it in, did a scan and stuff, it came up with two fault codes, one of which I think is just there permanently, and the other was turbo under boost, which is why we didn't have any power. So I've had a look, I've tightened up a couple of Jubilee clips, so hopefully that is the reason. Cleared the codes. There was a bit of you could see where it had been leaking a little bit on one of the clips at the bottom, so hopefully that was just the issue, nice and simple. So when we next drive we'll find out, and we can just clear the code if it comes up again, I guess. But hopefully that's sorted it out.
It's beautiful morning here, and strip the beds, and we're gonna try and do a load of washing just to freshen the place up, because it just gets so gritty and muddy where we're playing barefoot outside all the time. So that'll be nice. So sun's shining, so I'm gonna go and try and see if I can get all of this washing on now. You have to go and take it to the lady. 40 dirhams for 5 kilo loads, so I think we've probably got 3 loads maybe today. Try and do, and then try and get it all hung out and dried for later. And I think we're just gonna stay and play, play, chill. Otis is gonna do a bit of schoolwork. Quite like to just do a bit of tidying and cleaning in the van. It's just feeling a bit grubby. So yeah, just a bit of a home day, home and chores.
I was eating my ice cream and then I thought, oh, that's something crunchy. And I took it out. It was my tooth. Yeah.
You're so sweet. Do you feel funny?
Yeah.
Oh, I see your first tooth. Where did your first tooth fall out?
Africa!
What's going on then?
I don't know, we just tried to get out of this campsite. It's a bit of a hill.
Yeah, but a couple of days, was it a couple of days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago when we were driving here, we lost the turbo. We've cleared the faults and stuff, so I thought it would have come back, but I'm just going to check it now. Maybe there's obviously something going on.
Yeah.
So
Look at it. Look at those tiny baby ones. Oh, you just took it in the window.
hello.
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 Oh.
Hey, hello.
Say hi.
Yeah, picture.
No, you don't want one.
Just picture, no problem.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. Thank you. Thank you.
Now.
So we're back from the monkey experience, and we thought that whilst we come back onto the site we'll just empty and refill again. But Phil's just filled up with water and he's covered in fleas. So hopefully he doesn't bring that into the van. We're not too sure why, I guess because of the type of ground it is. They kind of hide under stuff, don't they? So he's not too happy about that.
Talk us through it, Mummy, what are we putting in?
I'm not talking you through anything.
Yeah, what are you putting?
No, the sugar are fixed there. On the...
Over the...
Like, you should do it on a flat surface.
Bit harder.
Do it on here, AC, and then lift it up.
Lift it over the bowl. Yeah, that's it. A bit more.
Go on, give it a good hit. Is that good?
Now break it over the bowl.
Over the bowl. Upside down.
Yeah, you did it!
Not on my hands.
That's okay.
What are you doing? That was a massive piece! Okay, take it right.
They look much better than last time's one.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
I like a cookie.
We'll just wait for them to cool down and then maybe you can have one.
Nailed it. So I'm just waiting for a mechanic to come because we've messed around with the engine for the last few days trying to sort out the issues we've had. I think it is a oxygen sensor playing up. So I think it just needs replacing, and then hopefully we should be fine. But obviously we can't get the parts here, so hopefully this mechanic will be able to say if it is the oxygen sensor, let's then cutting out the turbo and be able to replace that for us. Okay, so the mechanic has come. He says he thinks it's a part on the turbo that's broken. The turbo is new, so it's a bit, if it is then that's what it is, but it's annoying. So we're going to get that changed anyway because that's what he thinks it is. It's going to take maybe 1 to 2 days depending if he can find the part. So he's taking it out now, so he's going to take it with him, get the part, and then he'll come back and fix it, and then we'll just see how it goes. If that is the fix, then that's super. If not, then we have to go carry on. So this is the bit he thinks is broken. I mean, to be fair, it is moving. So the mechanic has just left. It's, what time is it? 8:05. He came back. Well, he came back at what, 7:45? He managed to, because I managed to get our computer hooked up to the engine. He managed to finally get his one hooked up so he could do whatever he needed to do. And he finally agreed that there was an oxygen sensor issue. So he's replaced the part on the turbo, which, to be fair, he showed me, and you could see like the gears inside were stripped, so I guess that needed doing. Now we need to change his oxygen sensor so that it doesn't throw the code up, so then it doesn't go into limp mode, and then hopefully we'll be back on the road. But I asked him if he'll be able to get it tomorrow, and he said he'll call his people. He'll either come and fix it or I don't know. So we'll just have to wait till tomorrow, see what happens. In other news, I went for a walk with the dog today and got attacked by a big scary dog. What's the problem here? You go out for a walk and there's just dogs everywhere. Some of them are guard dogs, and I think this one was, but I was walking on down the road, so it's not his to guard, is it? So I had to kick it. I didn't actually kick it, but I had to throw my legs around to get it to go away. Callie was just being Callie, acting like she couldn't see it.
Got the whole thing off now, whatever that thing is. Boys are out helping. Don't know how helpful they've been. We just had a barbecue for the first time since maybe August. Washing out, and it's probably going to rain, so That's just to sum up our week so far.
Yeah. So this bit goes on here, goes on to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still at this campsite. We've been here for maybe 5 or 6 days, 5 days now. Trying to get the van sorted. I think we've narrowed it down now to potentially the DPF being too blocked. Which obviously is meant to clean itself, but it'll only do that if the engine gets hot enough, and obviously you're going for long enough and in the right gear. And obviously around here it's just all been hills. I think the last time we drove on a motorway wasn't even for very long, and it was when we first arrived, so 2 and a bit weeks ago. So perhaps he seems to think that's the issue. So he's taken the DPF away with him, the mechanic, and he's going to clean that all out today, bring it back tomorrow, fill it, and then hopefully that solves the issue. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice campsite. It's in the middle of nowhere, so there's not really loads to do. So we're going to try and get a taxi into the town today so we can go shopping. And yeah, hopefully we can be on the way tomorrow or the day after. We survived the taxi ride.
We made it!
It didn't drop us where we were expecting to be dropped, but we're just going to head back there and hope that's where we get it from to go back. But 5 dirhams each, so 20 dirhams. So it's about £2. It wasn't too bad, was it? We drove up a bit to drop some lady off and then drove back.
No, we were saying that we should do that more, really. Like, Morocco's like an abundance of taxis, that's just what they do.
Well, they don't have buses, so the cars are like buses, so they fill it with everyone. So you don't get a taxi for yourself like you do in the UK, do you?
No, yeah.
So you get a taxi, you just get in it, and then he'll fill up the seats that he's got.
Yeah,
so it's kind of cool. It's not all playtime in the van. There's still time for schoolwork. Otis is absolutely thriving with homeschooling, and for the most part he's a real pleasure to teach. As for Asa, he's not quite at school age yet, but we're already laying down some basic foundations. That said, his attention is definitely better captured by toys rather than textbooks.
What's left of last night behind, and I need to get some peace of mind.
So we have left our little piece of heaven where we got fixed, which feels kind of weird that we've left now because we were there for so long. It's the longest we've ever stayed in one place on this whole trip.
About 7 days.
Yeah, about 7 days.
It cost 65 quid with washing.
Oh yeah, so it was 110 dirham per night for the 4 of us. You get electricity included. Washing machine was 40 dirham. So we used that a few times. So yeah, it came to about it's 110 a night. So it's sort of like just under £10 a night. So I think that's okay, considering we stayed at some pretty expensive ones. It was perfect for what we wanted. and I'm just grateful that the mechanic was good there, and the campsite were really accommodating and helped us with all of that, so that was really good. So we then didn't really know, even though we've had a week to plan it, we didn't really know where we were going next. We still don't really know, but we've decided we're going to head for Rabat, and then we're going to work our way down the coast, I think. Although, if you've seen some of our other videos, we say all of these plans and then we don't do any of it. So we shall see. Yeah, I think we were ready to get on the road now though. Ready and raring to go. We were going to go to like a little farm, sort of off the beaten track, which I think would have been beautiful, but there's also part of us that I think wants to get on like a main road, especially after everything with the engine, and just, I don't know, give it a bit of a good drive maybe?
Yeah, well, the thing is that we like the mountains and we like to head further in to the mountains, but it takes a lot of planning because lots of people are getting moved on for wild camping, so that sort of is a bit of a grey area. And the campsites are so few and far between. Like every one I looked at, you look at where you'd go next and it was like maybe 5 hours. We don't really travel 5 hours. Well, we don't travel 5 hours, do we?
No, we don't choose to.
So it makes it difficult. So we need some time to plan that route.
Yeah, and know exactly where we're going to go. So there you have it. We shall see if that works out. I guess, like what we're saying is, there's just so much to see, and you don't want to miss out on it all. But I don't know about anybody else, but like, I find it quite overwhelming to sit and try and plan where to go, places not to miss, places to see, then if there's a place to stay that's suitable for the van. So then we end up kind of just winging it.
Our day was about to take a turn for the worst. We slowly made our way down the narrow street, blindly following the sat-nav, when suddenly a police officer pulled us over. What followed was a confusing 45 minutes of trying to figure out what we'd done wrong, while scrambling to follow the officer's instructions. We ended up reversing back onto the main road we'd just come from, and then driving the wrong way up into the car park. All of this while still in a daze, unsure of what exactly was happening.
Tu vas payer votre l'infraction de 400
Just wait a minute.
400 dirhams.
For what? What was it for? Can you show us the violation?
What?
Make reference to the camera. Like we can say on there. I can pull up my dash cam and show me what I did.
There's no train there.
So we've just arrived in Rabat, and I don't know how far away from the car park were we?
Oh,
We were just going around the corner.
about 20 metres, but it was trying to take us all the way around.
Yeah,
And so
it was really tight parking, and we couldn't quite fit through. So we were taking ages to go through, and then a police officer came over and asked for Phil's licence. And then the next thing we know, we've committed a violation, and
But he wouldn't tell us what the violation was.
wouldn't tell us what the violation was, wouldn't give back the licence. He saw us back out of this really tight street we were down, rather than just let us carry on and go round. And then he followed us into the car park, and obviously we were like, can we have our licence back? And he was like, no, we'll talk once you've parked.
400 dirhams.
Yeah.
For violation. We'll talk once you've parked, he said.
But he wouldn't say what the violation was, but then he kept saying something about a train. So then we did like Google Translate, and it came up as something about
Train.
the train line.
I think he means bus. There must have been a bus lane.
Oh, maybe.
but,
Yeah, but-
I didn't see that anywhere.
I didn't see it, and I just really apologised.
And
I said to him, like, before he would tell us what it was, I was like, if you could just tell us, or I'll get the camera
asked him
up and
4
have a
times.
look. Because luckily we had the camera rolling. And then I went in the van to get the wallet out, and I tried to do a bit of research to see if that is like a violation in Rabat. And the first thing I found, it said like a driving violation will cost you 400 dirham.
Yeah.
It's just whether it was a violation that we actually committed or not. Anyway, then the next thing we know, like, Ace has come out and is like having fun and playing and whatever.
Saying hi to the man.
Saying hi to him. And I was taking some time to get like the money and stuff, thinking like, can we negotiate? Like, what do we do? And then the next thing you know, we get out, like, I've got Phil's wallet out. He's seen that I've got the wallet out, and he was like smiling at Asa and just gave you your license back.
Yeah, so didn't say anything. Just
It
walked
didn't
off.
say anything else, it just walked off. So
Oh, it was very weird.
it was a really strange situation.
I think because we was asking what we'd done. Obviously, we didn't.
Well,
know.
and I kept saying to him, okay, can you make us a ticket then? Because I've read and I've heard about, make sure you ask for a ticket, like get it to write it down. A lot of the time, like the fine will then like halve basically. And he was like, yeah, ticket. And then he just was looking at the license, and then nothing came of it.
Bizarre.
So at least we're still 400 dirham in pocket.
Yeah.
Because I was about to go out maybe with 200 and just say this is all we've got and hope to wing it. Because I don't really know what they do after that if you don't have the money.
What is 400 doing?
About 40 quid. Just under. Which still, like, it's... I don't want to be giving money over if we've not done anything.
Oh, a lot higher than that.
Yeah, well, I don't think we did anything. I don't know where this so-called bus lane or whatever was.
No, and like we've just literally just entered the city, and you just, again, it's that whole thing of like...
There was police everywhere, wasn't there?
Oh, it's the cleanest place I've seen since we've entered Morocco.
Yeah, but there's police.
There's police, there's police on every couple of yards. But we're here. We're here. We're going to spend the night. I think you get 24 hours in this car park. It's like a Guardian one, I think. It's quite tight. We were going to go to one on the beach, but this one said it was right next to the Medina, which it is. I can see the Medina wall over there. Oops. I think that's the Medina. Might not be, we'll find out. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on. Welcome to the city again.
As we wandered through the winding streets of Rabat's Medina that night, our minds kept drifting back to what had just happened with the police officer. Looking back, we now understand where we went wrong. We had crossed a double solid white line in the centre of the road to enter the car park, something that's a clear driving violation here in Morocco. So yes, we earned the fine, but honestly, we couldn't help but feel relieved by the narrow escape we got.
Thanks for joining us again this week. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate everyone taking the time to tune in every Sunday. We love seeing your feedback and comments, so please keep them coming. See you next week.